What is the meaning of your name?
Sir, Unnati.
Unnati.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That is growth or development?
So it is growth.
It is growth. You don't need any development in growth.
I think, sir, it is both the terms are interchangeable actually.
Interchangeable. There is no difference.
It is different, sir. Growth it is quantifiable,
Mhm.
but development it is more quantitative, qualitative.
Okay. So if there is something increasing in quantity, in number, so we'll call it Utkarsh.
I think, sir.
आपने उल्टा तो नहीं बोल दिया?
I think so, sir. शायद उल्टा बोल दिया मैंने.
Okay. Right. Okay, Utkarsh, you have got your optional subject psychology.
Yes, sir.
So tell me, in administration, psychology plays a very, very important role. I mean, knowledge of psychology will make hell lot of difference in your administration. How?
I think, sir, the human action it is motivated by attitude. So if you know about the attitude, then you can frame the policy behind to change that attitude. Like that, we have the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan that we have right now. Apart from that, raising awareness through persuasion method, like we are doing that Darwaja Band campaign or the SMS for regarding the coronavirus.
Okay, that is at macro level. I'm talking about in your day-to-day administration. Supposing you are holding a post and in your everyday administration, how psychology is going to help you?
So it can help in to enhance the motivation of the subordinates. Because and number two, it can also help in the better stress coping mechanism. As we all are well aware that the job of administration it is quite stressful. So I can also implement few techniques that can be used to reduce the stress level, and we can work more effectively.
Okay, supposing you are sitting over here and we are sitting over there.
Yes.
How are you going to use your knowledge of psychology in assessing a candidate who is coming for interview?
Sir, basically the temperament. It should be. I think I will judge the temperament that whether the student is able to handle the questions or not, or whether he is calm or composed or not.
So what you have in your psychology in your course? I mean, what have you studied in psychology?
So it is in psychology we basically study about the mental process and the behavior. So.
Okay, what is the difference between mind and brain?
So mind it is mind it is not a physical part. It evolves and it keeps evolving throughout the life. But if we talk about the brain, it is it has a physical size, and as a human being, mind and brain both are interdependent for better working.
Okay, intelligence.
Yes, sir.
Is it a function of mind or brain?
I think, sir, it is more a function of mind, I feel.
Utkarsh, recently, Love Jihad is in news, right?
Yes, sir.
What is it? ये है क्या? And गवर्नमेंट ने इसके लिए जो भी एक्ट्स बनाए उसके ऊपर आपके क्या व्यूज हैं इसके बारे में?
So Love Jihad, it has not any constitutional or statutory backing, but a few states government has introduced a law for the forcible conversion. If there is a forcible conversion, then the accused will get punished. And right now, recently, the UP government has enacted a law regarding the Love Jihad, and there was also a SIT that was made by the UP government regarding the forcible conversion. And what I feel that if the freedom of choice, it goes to the Article 21. So if an adult who chooses to marry any of the person, then that is fine. But if there is any forcible conversion, or if there is any illicit mind behind that, then those things should be punished.
Okay, and आप पूर्णिया से बिलोंग करते हैं, राइट?
Yes, sir.
ओके, तो पूर्णिया का जो एजुकेशन स्टेटस है उसके बारे में मुझे बताएं।
सर, पूर्णिया का एजुकेशन स्टेटस बहुत ही अच्छा नहीं है। 51% सिर्फ लिटरेसी रेट है, और उसका रीज़न मुझे लगता है कि पूर्णिया जो सीमांचल रेंज में आता है वो अभी भी बिहार का सबसे बैकवर्ड रीजन है। तो ये एक बहुत बड़ा चुनौती पूर्णिया के लिए है। और दूसरा सर पॉलिटिकल एपैथी भी देखने को मिला है रिगार्डिंग सीमांचल रीजन। तो इस वजह से जो एजुकेशन के मामले में हम काफ़ी पीछे पीछे रह गए हैं।
ओके, वेरी गुड। और इसके अलावा और क्या क्या चैलेंजेस आपको लगते हैं पूर्णिया के लिए?
सर प्रॉपर ड्रेनेज फैसिलिटीज़ नहीं है, जिसकी वजह से सर हर मानसून में वाटर लॉगिंग की इश्यूज बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाती है। तीसरा सर इंक्रोचमेंट्स है कि जो भी रोड्स बनते हैं वहाँ पे मोस्टली जो अनऑथराइज्ड वेंडर्स हैं वो कैप्चर कर लेते हैं, तो इससे जो है ट्रैफिक की इशू बहुत बन जाती है।
वेरी गुड। ठीक है, आपके फादर एक मार्केटिंग ऑफिसर हैं, राइट? तो एज ए चाइल्ड ऑफ मार्केटिंग ऑफिसर आपको क्या क्या चैलेंजेस लगे?
सर जितना मैंने फील किया कि जो मार्केटिंग ऑफिसर है सप्लाई इंस्पेक्टर के ऊपर, तो सर सबसे बड़ी चैलेंजेस है सर करप्शन। करप्शन बहुत ज़्यादा है इस डिपार्टमेंट में। और दूसरा
नहीं,
सर
मैं आपकी बात कर रहा हूँ एज ए चाइल्ड ऑफ मार्केटिंग ऑफिसर, आपको क्या लगता है कि क्या क्या चैलेंजेस आपको फेस करना पड़ा?
हाँ सर अगर मुझे क्योंकि ये ट्रांसफरेबल जॉब है सर, तो हर 3 साल में फादर की ट्रांसफ़र हो जाती थी। तो उसी तरीके से सर मेरा भी एजुकेशन उसी हिसाब से रहा। मैं भी हर 3 साल पे एक न्यू स्कूल में जाता था। सबसे बड़ी चैलेंज मेरे लिए ये रही। दूसरी सर फादर के साथ बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम स्पेंड करने को नहीं मिला, क्योंकि ये फील्ड वर्क था तो हमेशा बाहर रहते थे। तो ये 2 सबसे बड़ी चैलेंजेस मुझे फील हुआ।
और क्या क्या एडवांटेज आपको लगा?
सर एडवांटेज है क्योंकि एज एन गवर्नमेंट ऑफिसर तो मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के बारे में जानने को मिला कि कैसे वर्क होता है। तो वहाँ से मुझे एक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के प्रति झुकाव आया। और मतलब एक्सपीरियंस मेरे फादर से काफ़ी शेयर हुआ कि क्या वर्किंग है। लाइक जैसे एसडीएम के बारे में मैंने जाना, डीएसओ क्या होता है, डिस्ट्रिक्ट मजिस्ट्रेट्स क्या होता है। तो इन सब के बारे में मुझे पापा से ही जानने मिली। तो ये ज़्यादा एडवांटेज मिला मुझे।
ये आपका जो ये कोसी का रीजन है, ये फ्लड प्रोन एरिया है, राइट? व्हाई इट इज सो? क्यों है ये?
सर अगर हम इनका ज्योग्राफिकल रेंज देखें तो नेपाल से हमारा काफ़ी ज़्यादा ये सीमांचल एरिया लगा हुआ है, टच कर रहा है। और जो माउंटेन से नीचे जो आते हैं तो एक लो लेवल लैंड है। तो और डिफरेंट रिवर्स यहाँ पे हम लोग को मिलती है, जैसे कोसी होगी, महानंदा हो गया, सौरा कोली होगी। तो इस वजह से जो है सर मानसून के टाइम में काफ़ी ज़्यादा फ्लडिंग देखने को मिलता है।
ठीक है। लास्ट क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम माय साइड कि एग्रीकल्चर का जो फेमिनाइजेशन हुआ है,
जी सर।
इसके पीछे का क्या मेन कारण रहा है, रीजन क्या है, इसके बारे में बताइए।
सर मुझे लगता है कि अगर रूरल एरिया में बेसिकली देखें तो मोस्टली जो वुमेन है वही एग्रीकल्चर में इन्वॉल्व हो रही हैं। और उसका ये रीज़न होता है कि क्योंकि जो मोस्टली रूरल एरियाज़ में मेल जो हैं वो एज अ माइग्रेंट दूसरे स्टेट्स में चले जाते हैं वर्क करने के लिए। बट क्योंकि वहाँ फीमेल रह जाती हैं एंड जो भी उनके पास हैंडफुल ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ मिलता है, और वो भी मोस्टली सर लेबर एज अ लेबर, सो दे वर्क एज अ लेबर इन एग्रीकल्चर मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम। इसलिए सर ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा महिलाएं हम लोग को देखने को मिल रहा है कि वो फार्मर एग्रीकल्चर में आ रही हैं।
वेरी गुड।
Utkarsh,
यस सर।
can you tell me something about the Oedipus complex theory?
Yes, sir. So this theory was propounded by Sigmund Freud. In the Oedipus complex, the male child has an envy regarding his mother, and the vice versa for the female child. And this theory was basically it was given on a few number of case study, and that is 200 odd case study. But the Neo-Freudians which came, they rejected this theory that this is not the right case.
What's your take on this particular theory?
Sir, I do not feel like so that it is a particular relevant in the present culture.
So you totally discard this theory, isn't it?
Yes, sir, I am not agree with this theory.
Okay. But don't you think if we see the development of the human society and the psychological development of this whole being in Homo sapiens sapiens, there is some obviously a less amount of this particular theory is being reflected here and there. So obviously you cannot outrightly reject this particular theory. Don't you feel that?
Sir, whatever I have read about this particular theory, the theory it was Sigmund Freud did this case study after reading some 200 odd women who are not very much sexually satisfied. So from there it comes to this to his.
But again, there is also some biological aspect to this theory. Why? Because after this, why? Because what when he did was it was way back
Yes,
earlier.
sir. Yes, sir.
Nowadays, we have some biological backing towards this also, and that can be obviously assessed through different tests and also. It was found recently in the Harvard University, there was a research going on this particular theory, and it was found that yes, you cannot totally outrightly reject this particular theory. Yes, there is some amount of biology working in it. What do you feel that? Like, if I give you a very simple statement that usually the girls are more attached to fathers and boys are more attached to mothers. So, don't you feel I mean iota of this particular theory coming into place in this particular scenario?
Sir, well, I have not went through this Oxford research. If it is so, then maybe after reading, maybe I can elaborate a bit more.
But yes, but I'm also giving an example.
Yes,
Like
sir.
with this example, how will you relate this example with this particular theory?
I think, sir, maybe some biological pack can be seen regarding this.
Sure. Okay, tell me something. What is difference between IQ and EQ?
Sir, IQ, it is intelligence quotient that basically measures the aptitude, that ability to acquire any skill, and emotional quotient, and EQ, it is emotional quotient, that is a person who is well aware of his emotion as well as the emotions of other, and how he is using such emotion at different circumstances.
So, which is more important?
Sir, both are important, but EQ nowadays has been given more importance in related to IQ.
But if I give you a personal choice, that if you have a bracket where you have 100% of a particular thing, in which obviously either you put IQ or EQ. So if you take 50% IQ, you will have 50% EQ. If you take 75% IQ, you have 25% EQ. I mean, overall you have 100%.
Yes,
So
sir.
what balance you are going to keep?
I think so 60-40 would be the ideal balance, 60% to EQ and 40% to IQ.
Okay. So, can you tell me about the hygienic theory in psychology? What is hygienic theory in psychology?
Yes, it is the Herzberg two-factor theory, where he propounded two factor for motivation. One is hygiene factor and other is the motivator. Hygiene factor, it is mostly related to the external motivation like the job status, salary, etc. And other is the motivator, that is the internal intrinsic, that is self actualization, need for growth.
So, what do you think? Which is more important, the hygiene one or the other one?
I think that both are equally important at the same time, because if you are not having that particular rewards or salary or incentive, then it will not provide you intrinsic motivation to work for the same. That's why.
Okay, tell me 5 reasons why one should not play cricket.
One should not play cricket.
Yeah.
Okay. There is very less possibility that you can get selected to the Indian team.
Okay, but obviously people don't play cricket to just get selected in Indian cricket team. You enjoy cricket, isn't
Yes,
it? Then
yes,
only
sir.
you play cricket, huh? So, but give me 5 reasons why one should not play cricket.
So right now I'm not able to recall those things.
Okay, who is your favorite psychologist
So Jean Piaget.
and why so?
Because of the theory, because of his theory that how child actively construct his mind with interacting with it immediate environment. So I found that quite interesting. That's why.
Okay, how can you use the tool of psychology in the enhancement of the quality of education in Bihar?
So, role of psychology is very important in the field of education, and more importantly in Bihar. What we can do that children, we have children of different level. So, if we assess the learning ability of the children, then we can frame the educational syllabus regarding the same. And number two, what we can also give then that learning-based activity, which is now missing in our Indian education. I will try to inculcate those things that will help the children to gain more. So these two things I think.
Okay, so
Kumar Utkarsh,
Yes,
do you
sir.
follow cricket or play cricket?
So both, sir.
So, now there has been the deployment of psychological trainers with Indian cricket team.
Yes, sir.
Why so?
Sir, because most of the time what happens that cricketers are very much high on energy sometimes, and sometimes very low in energy. If they lose some close match. That's why to maintain that tempo. And number two, they are under the immense pressure to perform well, like just before the World Cup or a major event. So to calm down, to calm their nerve, the role of psychologist is important in the team.
And what has its effect on the Indian cricket team?
Sir, I can recall one incident when the former captain MS Dhoni has said about this, that before the 2011 World Cup final, there was a psychologist who really helped those all the 11 players, and they were effective communicating with each other. They were engaged in different recreational activity, so just to put out the pressure of the final.
But psychological trainers were way back with the Indian team. So how they affect the performance of the team?
Sir,
Before the 11 World Cup, there were psychological trainers with Indian team. What difference does the employment of these psychological trainers made on the approach, on the wholesome approach of the Indian cricket team?
sir, and then I have to read about this more, sir.
Okay. And how do you think the knowledge of psychology is going to help you in your administrative setup?
Sir, it will definitely help me because as we are all aware that the subordinates or the people with us, they are running with the low motivation. So it will help me to increase the motivation. Number two, I can also inculcate a few programs that to facilitate all the young officer, all the honest officer, so that more officers will get encouraged to perform their work with honesty. And number three, what I can do, there can be a course of meditation, of physical exercise, so that all the officers and including me will remain rejuvenated all the time, and will try to work 100% effectively.
So, is psychology in any way related to biology or is it different to biology?
Sir, it is related because of the heredity. There is a role to play of the role of heredity is there, as we have already studied the twin studies. So I think it is an interplay of both the things, the heredity as well as the environment also in the psychology.
Okay. Tell me something about the contribution of Purnia in the culture of Bihar or India.
Number one, sir, I can remember of Farneswar Nath Renu, like who highlighted the role of rural society, and that was also depicted in one of the movie that was made, that is Tisri Kasam. Number one. Number two, the Maithili language. It is very much used in Bihar, and also movies are filmed on the basis of Maithili language. And we have film stars are also there, like the Sushant Singh Rajput, and one more is there. I'm forgetting the name.
Okay. And do you have some idea about GI tags?
Yes, geographical indication.
What are them?
So the GI tags are provided to any of the agriculture or manufactured product for the 10 years, for the period of 10 years, and they can be renewed substantially, and it provides the distinctiveness of that product.
Okay. And under which international law it is being governed?
It is TRIPS.
When TRIPS come into force or action?
I think so. It is 1996 somewhere.
There is some of the products of Bihar having GI tags.
Yes, Katarni Chura is there, Silav Khaja, and embroidery Suzni, Mithila painting, and Sahi Lichi.
Any product from Purnia region?
So Purnia region. So no,
Any controversy going on in Bihar on GI tags?
I'm not aware of that.